I was 30 years old when I made that. And I had never imagined being a professional musician. I was a parking lot picker. I was a musical fanatic, particularly of traditional music. I actually discovered traditional music before I discovered folk music. I accidentally ran into the archive of folk music at the Smithsonian Institute in the Library of Congress and fell just head over heels in love with things like Samantha, Bumgarner singing The House Carpenter, and and Wade Ward and Fields Ward and the original bog trotters. That was my fanaticism. And sometime, but I would go to a fiddlers convention, sleep in the 1953 Chevy that my Uncle Charlie gave me after my Aunt Reba, who was a nurse in World War II, died too young, probably because of her service. And, I'd sleep in it and get up early and stay up late and drink too much and, find out where the best moonshine was. And I was just loving it. And then sometime in my middle 20s, I started writing songs without intending to. And then a friend at the time said, you ought to record these songs. I'm like, why would I do that? It's just kind of fun. And they said, well, when you're dead and gone, your kids would probably appreciate it. So, they loaned me a tape recorder. I didn't even own a tape recorder. And I, put maybe 20 songs on a little cassette tape. And they said, can I share these with some musician friends? And I said, sure, why not, Next thing I know, I get a phone call from Jackie Wright, wonderful guy from Eastern Kentucky,
Yep.
and the founder of June Apple Records at Appalshop. And he said, Si, we'd like to make a record with you. I'm like, okay. I thought it was just pulling my leg. And he said, great. Be in Wise, Virginia on September 23rd. This is 1974. And I'm like, okay, I got it down. Calls me up 2 weeks later, says, you got that down to your calendar? I said, yep, I'm going to be there. Third time he called, I said, Jackie, I actually don't understand what's going on here. I don't get the joke. I don't think it's actually particularly funny. And I don't understand why you're doing it. And he said, no, I'm serious. He said, what's the problem? I said, well, first of all, I'm not a musician. And secondly, you don't have a record company. He said, wait. He said, no. He said, I heard that pirate tape you made. And, well, you're not a great musician, but I really love your songs. And I want to bring in other musicians and we're going to make a record. I said, what about the record company? He said, well, I didn't have one a month ago, but I got one now. And he had gotten an unexpected grant from a foundation to start June Apple Records. So I'm like, oh my God, he's serious. So I talk about and think about my music as a hobby that got out of hand.